श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जय राधा गोपीनाथ श्री राधे। जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा माए। Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupad, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupad. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. नमो विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्रजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर श्री श्रीमद ऐसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी महाराज श्रील प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाखया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, everyone. Welcome to our Sunday feast class. How many of you have come first time to the temple? All are regular comers? Oh, great. Nice to see you, Prabhuji and Mataji. Please welcome to the temple. Great. Okay. So, today we are going to speak something about Srila Prabhupada. Do you know who is Srila Prabhupada? Anyone? Correct. Founder of ISKCON. His name is Srila Prabhupada. And he has written many books. How many of you have Bhagavad Gita at home? All of you have it? Excellent. Have you gifted it to your friends? You are trying to gift it? Okay. If you don't have, any one of you, if you don't have the book, please do purchase it. Because these books are magical books. Have you heard about it, that there are some magical books? Have you ever heard the term that the books are magical? Any example? Any book which comes in your mind? Yes?
Yes, books are very magical because it actually tells us the story about anything and can take us to another journey.
Wow. Yes, that's definitely right. It can take you to the different journey. It can take you to the different world, right? But the books which we are reading generally, it can take you to the different world in our imagination only, right? Does it really take you?
Yes.
How?
By thinking about that in our mind.
Correct. You are thinking that in your mind. So that is imagination, right? So the books are giving you the content that you can imagine and you can go to that particular world. But actually, these books can take you to different world. Actually, it can take you. Not only in your imagination, not only in your mind, but actually you can go to that world, spiritual world. So that's why these books are magical. Yeah? So today we will discuss about this, that how these books are magical. First, we will learn little bit that how Srila Prabhupada started writing it. As you all of you know it very well that Srila Prabhupada is the founder Acharya of ISKCON. And the books are the basis. When Srila Prabhupada started his journey from Vrindavan, he left and he went to US. He was having Bhagavatam set with him. He was having the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam with him. And that first canto, when he started writing, he wrote it in India and he took that book when he was going to US. And the people came to Prabhupada and said that, Prabhupada, you are going to US. Prabhupada said, no, I'm not going to US. Srimad Bhagavatam is going to US and I'm just accompanying it. I'm just a servant of that Bhagavatam, going with the Bhagavatam to US. So that's how Srila Prabhupada took the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam and he left India and he went to US. After going there are so many different incidents that Srila Prabhupada is writing, and disciples of Srila Prabhupada are narrating that how Srila Prabhupada wrote all these books. So when Srila Prabhupada went to US, to America, there Prabhupada used to sit under one tree. He used to play kartal. He used to chant the holy name of Lord. And just by listening that, people used to come to Srila Prabhupada and they started learning the basics of Krishna consciousness from Srila Prabhupada. So that's how Prabhupada started. But later on, when many disciples started coming, Prabhupada started writing many books. So he translated Bhagavad Gita, then he translated Srimad Bhagavatam, then Chaitanya Charitamrita, and many small books Prabhupada has written. Is it possible to keep bit quiet? Hare Krishna? The class is going on, so it might disturb. Thank you, Mataji. Okay. So, when Srila Prabhupada started writing all these books, it was not easy for Srila Prabhupada. Because he went to America when he was 70 years. At the age of 70, he started his journey and he went to America. There he used to preach to the people. So, in a day, people will come. Prabhupada will preach to them. Prabhupada will cook for the people. He will clean the pots, he will clean everything, and after that, in the night time, Prabhupada will write all the books. Prabhupada will write all the translation. Before that, learning the Vedas, learning all this knowledge from Srimad Bhagavatam, from Chaitanya Charitamrita or Bhagavad Gita, the source was only Sanskrit, right? If you know Sanskrit very well, then only you can go deep to the verses and then you can understand the meaning. But that will take many years, right? If you read Bhagavad Gita written by Srila Prabhupada has given references from so many different Puranas, which is not possible for us to read immediately and get the essence out of it. But when Prabhupada wrote all these books, he read all these Puranas, he studied all different literature. And then he combined everything as a essence, as a condensed milk. We taste condensed milk, right? So like that, Prabhupada has given the condensed philosophy in these books, fully packed up, nectar in each and every word. So Prabhupada engaged everyone in the service. So when Juhu temple was getting built, have anyone visited Juhu temple in Mumbai? Nice. Good. So Juhu temple, when it was getting built, that time, Srila Prabhupada, at night time, he used to write the books. And in a daytime, he used to look after the temple arrangement, that how the temple should get constructed, what is happening to the devotees, how we have to get new people to the Krishna consciousness. In that, there was one Prabhu, his name was Gargamuni. Before that, Haridas Prabhu. This Haridas Prabhu, he came from a thief background. He used to, just mock around with the people and do some wrong things before. And he was assisting Srila Prabhupada. When he came to Krishna consciousness, that time he understood, okay, the aim of life is something different. I should not do all these things. But he was awake all the time at night time. Whenever Prabhupada was writing books, this Prabhu, Haridas Prabhu, he was awake all night. Then once he goes to Srila Prabhupada and says that, Prabhupada, when everyone is sleeping at night time, there are only two people awake, you and me. You are translating books, but I am just awake because that was my business before. So what should I do? How can you use me in this service? Srila Prabhupada very gravely looked at him and said, when I'm translating the books, because before that what happened, Gargamuni, the disciple of Srila Prabhupada, Gargamuni, he saw a dictaphone. Prabhupada used to write all the things before. Then he saw a dictaphone and he understood that, okay, it will be very easy for Srila Prabhupada. If I give him dictaphone, he can speak it and somebody can write it. Right? So it will be very easy for Srila Prabhupada to translate the book. So he gave the dictaphone to Srila Prabhupada. And immediately Srila Prabhupada understood how to use dictaphone. And he started using that. So at night time, when everyone is sleeping, that time Prabhupada will take his dictaphone. He will go through all the verses. He will say that what he has to write. He will record it in that dictaphone. And some other disciple, next day, he will listen to it and he will write the commentary. He will write what Prabhupada has written. So this was the practice they were doing. Now this Haridas Prabhu goes to Prabhupada and says, what should I do? What service I can do? Prabhupada says, when I'm writing these books, when I'm dictating these books in the dictaphone, what is happening is, there are some dogs barking around. And when the dogs are barking, when I'm speaking something, in between, the dog's barking is coming. Like suppose I'm saying, Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Bo, bo, bo. Like that it was coming. So in between what Prabhupada said, it was all gone. So the person who is writing it is not able to write properly what I'm saying. So Prabhupada said, your duty is just go around and make those dogs quiet. So it will not disturb me when I'm dictating these books. This is how Srila Prabhupada wrote all these books for us. He really didn't want it to come to this world. He once, when Hayagriva Prabhu, he asks him that, Prabhupada, you are writing so many books. You are writing, is there anything I can type because I'm a good typer? And Prabhupada said, okay, come. He gives 2-3 pages to Hayagriva Prabhu and Hayagriva Prabhu immediately types everything and he gives it to Prabhupada. Prabhupada, here it is. And Prabhupada says, oh, you are very fast typers. So what you can do is, come with me, I'll show you. And Prabhupada shows the big bunch of dictation to him. And then Hayagriva Prabhu starts writing. And that time Prabhupada tells him, I didn't want it to come to this material world. But Krishna wanted me to go to material world. Krishna wanted me to come to this material world and write all these books for the Kali Yuga people. That's why I came to this material world. So that's why these books are magical, because it is not written by a normal human being who can just with your imagination take you to the different world. No. Actually, by reading these books, Srila Prabhupada can take us to the spiritual world if we have faith in the book when we are reading it. And I'll tell you many stories today how people's life has been changed because of these books, because of the purpose written in this Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so many of you said that you have already read Bhagavad Gita, right? Any shloka anyone remembers? Any shloka from Bhagavad Gita? Yes, and then? It's just a half shloka. Okay, anyone else? What does that mean, Prabhu? Very nice. Beautifully you sang it. मैं आता हूँ मतलब कौन आता है? Krishna. Krishna comes. Great. Wonderful. This is the essence of Bhagavad Gita. Satatam kirtayanto mam. Yeah. Many people ask that where it is written that Krishna says that, okay, chant my names continuously. Where it is written, this is the verse where Krishna is saying, Satatam kirtayanto mam. Yes, Mataji. Excellent. What does that mean, Mataji? Excellent. Excellent. And what does religion means? Okay, all other activities. Anyone else? What does religion means? Correct. Exactly. The way how we can love God, that is religion. Yes, What is your definition? Red jacket.
Mine was the same.
Huh?
Mine was the same.
Can you repeat?
The love for God, the person's craving for a love for God,
Huh.
and the way different traditions they do for loving God.
Excellent. What is your name, dear? Nitya. Beautiful. Beautiful name and beautiful answer. Very smart girl. Thank you. Okay. So, religion means the way we can love God. It is not that Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Isai or something like that. The way we can love God. In what way we can love God. That is been told in that. So the ultimate aim is to love God. Right? So when we get these books and people are distributing books. Have you come across any book distributor who is coming and giving you the book? We are distributing books. Would you like to take it? Anyone has experience? Anyone got the book? Right? You got the book? Good. Okay. So, many people, what they do is, they'll take the book. If they are not interested, book distributor is going to them, giving the book. They are not interested, they'll torn the book, they'll throw it. Right? Do people do like that? There was an incident, I'll tell you. There was an incident like that one devotee, he was distributing books and he distributed the book in a slaughterhouse. There in that slaughterhouse, the person who got the book, he was really not interested. So he just took the book, okay, because someone is coming and giving me the book. He took the book, he just torn the book and he just threw the book in the garbage bin. Now someone may say that, okay, the book is gone waste, isn't it? We should not do like this. We should not give the books to the people who are not having any faith in that book. This is totally insult of the book. But what happened next, The torn paper of that book was just going somewhere with the air. And one person from the slaughterhouse, he was sitting on the bench. He got the paper. He got that torn page of the book. He started reading that page. When he started reading that page, he immediately understood that this is not the normal book. And he started finding that who actually gave this book and to whom this book was given. Like that person followed and then he got the book, and just by getting this book, he started chanting 16 rounds. He went to Vrindavan and he became a devotee. Remember, this is not an Indian person or this is not a person who is having a big background of spiritual account. No. But as I said, these books are magical. It changes your heart when you are having faith in the books. Okay. So the next one. There was another Prabhu. His name was Madhusundar Prabhu. This Madhusundar Prabhu, he was distributing books once. And one person, he was really frustrated and he was sitting in his car and he decided that he is gonna die today. He is gonna commit suicide today. That was his decision and he was sitting in the car. While sitting in the car, he was trying to do something. That time, this person came, one devotee came and he gave the book. Hello, here is a book. Please take the book. And this person, because he wanted to make a suicide, he was not at all interested. Why you are giving me book? I'm at the moment thinking to suicide. I'm at the moment thinking to die. Why you are giving me this book? But still, the devotee very mercifully kept the book in front of the door and he just left. After some time, this man thought that, oh, why this person was so good? Why did he keep that book in front of the door? Even though I'm thinking I want to die. He just went out. He took the book, started reading the book, completely changed his mind. And after that, he became a very good book distributor. He not only gave up the thought of suicide, but after that, he became a very good distributor and he thought, why I should not do this service. Now remember, in this service, when the person is doing the service or when the person is giving the book, remember we are not the doer. How Krishna teaches that? There is one another incident. The devotee named Gauranga Prabhu. Have you heard about Gauranga Prabhu? Have you heard his name? Gauranga Prabhu. Okay. Gauranga Prabhu is a very famous devotee in Mumbai temple. He is a brahmachari there and he is practicing for almost 20-30 years now. So once he was distributing the books, and you know, how many of you have visited Mumbai? Yeah? You have seen Mumbai trains? How Mumbai trains are? Fully packed, right? No space to move. If you just go in, you have to come out with the flow only. Right? If you're putting your hand up like this, your hand will remain like this only for whole time, unless you come out. Like that are the train in Mumbai, right? So this Gauranga Prabhu, he was distributing books. And when Gauranga Prabhu entered the train, he was not able to move at all. He was having a big sack on his back, and there were plenty of Bhagavad Gita books in his backpack. And his hands he was holding the hands like this to the railing. And one person came in front of him. Where are you from? He said, from ISKCON. Bhagavad Gita hai? Do you have Bhagavad Gita? And Gauranga Prabhu says, yes, I do have. De sakte hain? Can you give us? Now Prabhu said, my hands are totally stuck here. I really can't move my hand. But the person was standing in front of me, standing in front of Prabhu. He said, okay, put your hand in my bag and take Bhagavad Gita. So this person just put his hand in back of Gauranga Prabhu's bag, took Bhagavad Gita. Right? Now how can I give the money? Prabhu's hand was still stuck. He said, okay, whatever money you have, just put it in my pocket. The Prabhu put the money in the pocket. And this incident, Prabhu was telling that this incident showed me that I'm not the doer. I didn't even use my hands to give Bhagavad Gita. Right? My hands were completely engaged. I was not able to move my hand, but still books were gone. So these are not the ordinary books, or it is not that I am the doer, but Krishna is the doer. And that's why we have to have the faith when we are reading the books. Now, one girl, her name was Eva. This girl was from Poland. And from there, she wrote a letter to one of the Maharaj, Shivram Swami. She wrote this letter to Shivram Swami, and which Maharaj dictated in Bhagavatam class in the temple, in Mayapur temple. So this girl, she was just 14 years old. And she was narrating not the story, but her real experience, real life experience, what exactly happened. So this girl was from a Christian family background. She was completely following Christianity, all the family members, and they had a big, huge family. Many, almost 14, 15 members were there in the family. So once her mother, she was cleaning the book table, she was cleaning the bookshelf. And when she was cleaning the bookshelf, that time, she came across one book called Science of Self-Realization, the small book of Srila Prabhupada. She came across the book and she asked, who got this book? We are following Christianity in this house. Who got this book? And the girl Eva, she came and she said, I got this book when I was 7 years old. Now I'm 14. So this book is lying there in the shelf for 7 years. I haven't touched the book, but somebody gave me that book a long time ago. So I never heard about that book, or I haven't even touched that book. That book is still lying there. So why you are scolding me? And the mother was really upset that why did you get this book? And the head of the family, the mother's mother, she was living with them. So she came and she said, okay, give me that book. Let me have a look. So this mother's mother, Nani, she took the book. She started reading the book. She read whole book. After reading whole book, they all were sitting on a dining table and having their night meal, evening meal. And this time, this Nani declared that from today, we are going to follow what is written in this book. Remember, this is a pure Christian family who are following Christianity very sincerely, very strictly. And this Nani is telling that from the day I have read these books, I feel that I'm becoming pure Christian. Prabhupada, whatever Prabhupada has written is correct. So she said, okay, from today, no one will eat non-vegetarian food in our house. Okay, they all were following whatever she was telling. No non-vegetarian food from today. Everyone started eating vegetarian food. Few days were gone. After few days, one day Nani, she got contact of the temple and she started associating with the devotees. When she started associating with the devotees, she got the gist of the philosophy. So whenever these kids were asking her, why we should not do this, why you are asking us to follow this, Nani had all the answers. Because she was following the books very sincerely. She was having the association of the devotee. So she was giving all the answers very firmly, very correctly. So these kids, even though they didn't wanted to follow it, they had to follow because she is telling them to follow. Right? So they were following because it has been told to follow. We don't want to follow, but we have been told. You follow something like that? You follow something like that when your parents are telling you, you have to do it, isn't it? Even if you don't wish to do it. I don't want to do it, mom, but still mom tells you that, do it, right? So like that, this Eva and other girls, other kids and other family members, they were all following what the Nani was telling. Then few days it happened that the Nani developed a disease, some kind of disease, and it was not curable. And this Nani was on the bed. And on the bed, this Nani, she asked all the members to chant 16 rounds, to read Prabhupada books regularly. And all these people, because they were loving her so much, because they were having such a good attachment to this Nani, they were sitting around her and they were reading Bhagavad Gita. They were reading Bhagavatam. They didn't know who is Srila Prabhupada. They had no idea whose books are these, but just the books were with them. Right? Now these whole family was chanting, whole family was reading Prabhupada books, and Nani suddenly one day she said that, okay, tomorrow I'm going to leave my body. Does anyone say like that I leave my body? Or what do we say? He's dead, he's gone. What do we say? He's dead, right? Does anyone say that I'm going to leave my body or he left his body? What's that concept? We don't get that immediately, right? But when we understand that we are not the body, we are the soul, that time this concept gets clear. What is the meaning of leaving the body? It is not dead. We are anyway dead. This body is anyway dead. It's just a matter, right? When the soul is not there, it is just a dead matter. So the Nani said that tomorrow I'm going to leave my body. So I want all of you to sit next to me and chant 16 rounds. So all the people were sitting there and chanting rounds. And suddenly this Nani got up and said, oh, Srila Prabhupada, you have come. And she left her body. And she was dead. So this Eva, 14 years old girl, she was having this question, who is this Prabhupada? She wrote the letter to Shivram Swami and she is asking, who is this Prabhupada? Will he come for me? If I'm reading these books, if I'm chanting 16 rounds, if I'm following 4 regulative principles, will he come for me? I want to meet him. So this was the letter, what she wrote, and Maharaj was actually having tears in his eyes when he was narrating, or not narrating, reading this letter. And he was saying, see the magic of the book. See the power of the book. It can change the heart of the people who haven't even seen Prabhupada, who haven't even come across the devotees many times in their life. But just at the last time, at the end of their life, even if they are getting just one page to write, their life will get changed. That's the big thing. That's the magic these books can do. So this was the Eva. Then we will see another Swami. His name is Indradumna Swami Maharaj. Hare Krishna. Thank you. बहुत ब्रिलियंट है. आप चैंट करते हो बेटा? कभी-कभी. गुड गुड. आप कर दीजिए. अरे प्रभु जी, क्वालिफाइड नहीं हूँ. आप गोपीनाथ हैं, गोपीनाथ करेंगे. Thank you. So, have you heard about Indradumna Swami Maharaj? Anyone know who is? Yes. Okay. Anyone? Anyone have heard? Okay. Indradumna Swami Maharaj, he is the very sincere, dedicated devotee of ISKCON who is initiating spiritual master. He started his ISKCON journey, his Krishna conscious journey in very young age, when he was 22, 23 old. When he was 23, 24 years old, that time he started his journey and he started reading Srila Prabhupada books. He became very sincere, very serious, and later on he became an initiating guru, spiritual master. So once in his class, he was explaining that how his family became Krishna conscious. So about this family, he was specially talking about his mother. You know how mother is affectionate, and especially when the child is going to ISKCON, when the child is taking sannyasa, mother really feels that, oh, what exactly he is doing? Why is he doing that? Why is he accepting sannyasa? Right? All these questions were there in the mind. But what Maharaj used to do it, Maharaj used to send the books, all Srila Prabhupada books, from the small books to Bhagavatam set, all small books, Maharaj will send to his mother every time. Every time he'll post, he'll send, or whenever he will go, he will give the books to his mother. And what his mother was doing is, his mother kept all the books in the garage. All books were lying in the garage. And whenever Maharaj used to visit, he used to see it in the garage that all books are just lying there. Nothing is happening. No one is reading all these books. Maharaj used to get bit sad, but still, okay, these books are time bomb. One day it will give effect. So Maharaj was having patience. And suddenly one night, Maharaj got a call from his mother around 2 o'clock, midnight. He got a call from his mother. And mother said that, can you please take me to Vrindavan? And Maharaj was absolutely shocked that my mother, she never read about Vrindavan. She never read any book. She never heard about it. And how come she is just calling me and saying that I want to go to Vrindavan? Can you take me to Vrindavan? Maharaj was absolutely shocked. But it was just midnight. So Maharaj said, okay, I will call you tomorrow morning. We will talk tomorrow morning and I will take you to Vrindavan. So tomorrow morning, next day morning, Maharaj got up and Maharaj called. Maharaj called his brother. His brother picked up the phone. And he told his brother, can I speak to mom? Because yesterday night, 2 o'clock, she called and she was telling me that she want to go to Vrindavan. And this brother, he absolutely started to cry. He couldn't control himself. He started to cry. And Maharaj couldn't understand what is happening exactly. Why is he crying? And the brother said that mother left her body. She is dead. She is no more with us. And yesterday night she was remembering you a lot. And Maharaj was absolutely shocked when he heard that. Because mother wanted to go to Vrindavan. So what exactly happened in between? Because previously when Maharaj visited mother, mother was not at all doing any activities like that which will give the thought to go to Vrindavan. Then what exactly happened? The brother started narrating. The brother started telling that before 6 months, Maharaja's mother got cancer. He developed the cancer. And when she got the cancer, she actually researched a lot that what exactly is happening with the body. What is this body? People are calling, okay, it's a machine. What exactly the machine means? Someone must be the controller of the body, right? We think we are the controller. We think that when we are lifting the hand, when we want to lift our hand is getting lifted. Is it happening like that really? No. Right? It is not happening like that. Unless and until Krishna sanctions, unless and until Lord sanctions, nothing is happening. Then why it is happening to me? What is exactly behind it? Having all these questions in mind, this Mataji, Maharaja's mother, started reading Srila Prabhupada's books. From beginning, from small books, she started reading that. And the brother started telling these stories to Maharaj. He said that every day, since she got to know that she is having cancer and it is not curable, she started reading. Whole day she used to sit in the chair and she used to read Prabhupada books. Whole day. Then slowly she started listening your recording. Maharaj, whatever classes Maharaj used to give, he used to send all these classes to his mother. So she started listening all these classes. All the books which were sitting in the garage for so many years, accumulated so much dust. All dust was gone. All the books were inside with the mother. Mother sitting in a relaxed chair was continuously reading. When the time came, when the time of leaving the body came close, mother told the brother of Maharaj, don't worry, I'm going to the spiritual world. I'm going to Krishna. I'm going to visit him. So you should not worry. You should not cry. Why? All these books are telling me that when I'm thinking about Krishna, when I'm chanting Lord's name, he will take me back to Godhead. And how will that happen? As Mataji very beautifully, Aruna Mataji, she very nicely narrated the shloka, Satatam Kirtayantoma. If we are continuously chanting Lord's name, then it will happen. But how will we be able to chant continuously Krishna's name? How is it possible? Is it possible to chant 24 hours? Can you chant 24 hours Lord's name? Why can't? What's the problem? What are the hurdles? Why we are not able to chant? Any answer? Sleep? Okay, good. Good answer. All kids are giving answer. Adults? Yes. Huh? Eating. Oh, see, great. Eating, sleeping. You are absolutely right. What else? Yes. Moving. So while moving, you can take Krishna's name. Isn't it? Yes, good. Yes. Wow. By getting attacked by Maya. Oh my God. And who is this Maya? Maya is? Wow, brilliant. What is your name, dear? Hey, is that your name? Wait, what is your name? Monish. Brilliant answer, Monish. Maya is keeping us away. Right. But there should be some weapon, right, to fight against Maya? There should be something which can help us to remember Krishna and attack Maya. What is that? What is that? Yes. Devotional service, absolutely. Chanting, exactly, chanting. So when you are chanting the name of the Lord, automatically it helps to attack the Maya. All Mayas gets attacked by that. Okay, so you don't worry about Maya. Okay? No worries about Maya at all. Because we are chanting Lord's name. And what is that? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And we have to chant this 24 hours. That's what Krishna is saying. So, we saw different reasons. Sleeping, eating, attack of Maya. We are not able to chant Krishna's name. Adults, you don't have any excuse. What excuse adults do have? Not to chant. Lazy. Okay, lazy. That's a great quality of Kali Yuga. Work. Yes, work commitments. Distraction. And what is that?
Like you get distracted by people talking, then you start forgetting about chanting, you start going places.
That is big distraction. And what about the devices? Your phone. Does that distract you? Huh?
World's largest distraction.
Correct. World's largest, biggest distraction is phone, devices. Okay, so there are so many things which are keeping us away from chanting. But we have to remember, if we chant, if we read the books, they are actually gonna take us to the different world, to the spiritual world. This material world is temporary world. Whatever we are getting here is temporary. The bodies are getting old. We are growing. Kids are becoming young. Young are becoming adults. Adults are becoming old. Olds are dying. Again, they are coming in the birth and death cycle. This is what Maharaja's mother understood. And she told Maharaja's brother, I want to go to Vrindavan because I have understood from these books that these books are magical. These books are not normal books. It can actually take me back. And that's how, while reading, while chanting Lord's name, she left her body. That's why she called before to Maharaj. And Maharaj, when Mataji left her body, Maharaj actually took her all asthis to Vrindavan. Because she wanted to go to Vrindavan, he took her asthis to Vrindavan. That's how he took Mataji to Vrindavan. So our aim is to go back to Krishna, and these books can help us to transform our heart, to change our heart. What happens when you are doing some meditation? Anyone have experienced any meditation? Anyone do any kind of meditation? Yes? Is your hand up or you are just trying to do something? Yes? Sorry? Yes, Prabhuji. Beyond the distraction. Okay. So how do you meditate? Mm-hmm. Okay. Going somewhere. Yes? Chant. Yes. That is the biggest thing. Yes? And that is the mantra, Kali Yuga mantra. Because in this age of Kali, if we just sit meditating, if you just sit closing your eyes and just start meditating on something, it is not possible. There are so many distractions. Just small noise distracts us. Something is coming, the phone is ringing. You just close your eyes for 2 minutes and someone messages. Immediately your mind goes there, right? Immediately your mind goes there, hey, someone has messaged. Someone liked your post. Someone liked this. So you just go there and see. So that's how mind is so distracted. Isn't it? There was one research recently happened in US. There were 4 different people. They were kept in a room. And they were kept in a dark room. And they were told that you have to just sit there without doing anything. So one person was able to sit there for 5 minutes. Second person was able to sit there for 10 minutes. Next person, when he was sitting there for 15 minutes, after that, he actually started hurting himself. How? By banging his head on the wall. Because we want to do something. Our mind is so distracted, we are habitual to get distracted. Doesn't matter how much we try in the material world, we are not able to concentrate. Right? That is the quality of Kali Yuga, that we will not be able to concentrate. That's why Mahaprabhu came with the movement. That's why Mahaprabhu came with the Harinam. That, okay, you are not able to sit and meditate. You are not able to close your eyes and have form of Krishna in front of you. Krishna's name and Krishna is not different. Harinam and Krishna is not different. When you are chanting Krishna's name, Krishna, actually that Krishna is Krishna. It is not just the name, but it is Krishna actually. So that's why in Kali Yuga, as this boy very nicely said, that chanting is the only way we can go back to Krishna. And the Mahamantra is being delivered to us, which is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So this is the mantra. If we keep chanting, and if we keep reading Srila Prabhupada's books, it will transform the heart. It will change the heart. And the byproduct of this chanting, byproduct of reading Srila Prabhupada's books is, you will be free from anger. How many of you want to be free from anger? You will be free from anger. That is just a byproduct of reading these books. That is just a byproduct of chanting. You will be free from laziness. How many of you want to get free from laziness? Right? These are the side effect of these books. Can you imagine what will be the actual benefit? Free from laziness, free from anger, free from greed, free from attachment. These are just the side effects. When you understand these are the side effects, imagine the benefit. What benefit you will get. And that benefit we definitely cannot imagine. But that benefit, Prabhupada has written in the books, that what benefit you are going to get when you are chanting Lord's name continuously. So that's how many devotees, many people have come to Krishna consciousness, have become very sincere devotee and started chanting Krishna's name continuously just by reading these books. So these books are not ordinary books. These are magical books. The last story I'll tell you today. His Holiness Devamrita Swami Maharaj. Have you heard about him? Anyone have heard about him? Okay. His Holiness Devamrita Swami Maharaj, he was born in New York. Hmm? He was in such a rich family. He got birth in such a high family, such a rich family, where going to uni and giving $2,000 donation was very easy in 64. I'm talking about 64, 65, that time. Now it is 2023. If somebody asks you to give $100 donation, it is difficult, isn't it? We think $100, too much. Hmm? But we don't hesitate to go and eat Subway or go to the Indian store and spend that much money. But $100 donation is too much. But that time, in 65, 67, that time, Maharaj was able to give $2,000, $3,000 donation easily. In that kind of rich family, he got birth. So when he completed his high school, he entered into the Yale University. He started doing his graduation in Yale University. That is the topmost university. And there was freedom given to him. He wanted to study. He wanted to do something for the humanity. His search was that I want to do something for the human being. It is not that we are just getting the body, we just have to live, just have to have a byproduct, have kids, look after them, have 2-3 houses, big car, big bungalow, just live, die one day and again take birth. No, there is something behind it. There is something beyond it. And what is that? That's what Maharaj was trying to find. And he was reading so many different philosophies. He told in his university, he told his professors that I want to do something for the humanity. I just don't want to study just to make money. No, I want to change someone's life. I want to change my life. And the professors gave him permission that, okay, you can research whatever you like. You can study whatever books you like. And if you find a solution for the problems of human, definitely do come and tell us as well. So he was given that freedom. So at the age of 21, 22, Maharaj came in the contact with Srila Prabhupada books. Before that, he was reading many books. Remember, he is from the Christian background. His mother is purely Christian, following strict Christianism. Reading Bible, reading all these different philosophies. But still not satisfied. Okay, I understand I have to love God, but how should I love God? It is not mentioned anywhere. But in Srila Prabhupada books, Prabhupada very in an easy way he has written how you can love God. What is the way to love God? So when Maharaj came in the contact with Srila Prabhupada books, first he read the small book. And he started thinking, oh my God, these are amazing book. And Maharaj himself narrates the pastime. He says that when he read the book first time, he read about the spiritual world because Prabhupada was talking about the spiritual world. There is a different world. In that world we have to go because that is our eternal position. Here in the material world we are continuously changing the body. We have to go to that world. And Maharaj started telling that he was, in a very funny way, he was saying that, oh, I got scared. I was thinking, oh my God, I need to rush because it will be crowded then. Yeah, because in the material world it happens, right? If anyone finds that, oh, this is a great place to visit, everyone goes there and it becomes crowded place. So Maharaj was narrating that I started thinking, oh my God, it will be very crowded, so I must hurry. I really have to do something very seriously, then only I can go there. But spiritual world is so big that everyone is welcome there and everyone is having a big space. That's what he understood after reading Prabhupada books. Slowly, in his university day, when he was 22 years old, he started reading 4 hours daily. Every day he used to read 4 hours continuously. And then, that time, Prabhupada wrote only Bhagavad Gita and the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam was available. Not the other cantos, not the other books. Those books were not available. So Maharaj was really eager to read the next book. And he just got an information that the next canto of Srimad Bhagavatam is released. And he was so desperate to get the book. He really wanted to get that book. But somehow, he was not feeling comfortable going to the devotees and getting the book. Because he is from New York, he is from such a high standard university. He was feeling it very awkward to go to the devotees who are having saris and chadar kind of thing and who was having a bit strange look. He was not feeling comfortable at all to go to them. But he was very much attracted to the books. The books are of very high standard. So he was very convinced that I want the book. So he went to one Mataji. When he went to the Mataji, he asked, can I get the book? And then Mataji was really surprised. How do you know about these books? And he was saying, no, I just want the book. You please give me the book. But somehow that Mataji was asking him, okay, can you give some donation? And that time, just to avoid the embarrassment, and Maharaj wanted to get the book, he gave $2,000 donation to her. And then next time again she came. She again asked for the money. She again asked for the donation because he was interested in book. Maharaj again gave the money. And then she invited him that, okay, you have given so much to the temple. We are building the temple. And you have to come and see exactly where your money is going. And Maharaj said, yes, that is actually a brilliant idea. I should know where my money is going. What exactly you guys are doing with my money. So Maharaj went to the temple. First time he went to the temple. First time devotee gave the chanting beads. Remember, he was reading Srila Prabhupada books 6 months continuously, 4 hours in a day. That's how he was reading Srila Prabhupada books continuously. When he went to the temple, devotee gave him a chanting bead. He started chanting 1 bead a day. Just 1 bead. Have you seen the beads? Have you seen the chanting beads? Yeah? Have you started chanting? Have you tried to chant on the bead? 1 bead. How long does it take to chant 1 bead? 10 seconds. Yeah? Not even 10 seconds. Can you try? Louder. How many seconds? 9, 8. Yeah, that is a good chanting. He is doing very nice chanting, and that is taking about 9 seconds. That's what Maharaj first started. That's how he did just 1 bead. After that, he kept the bead away. Enough. That is enough. I don't want to chant. But within 3 months, Maharaj was in a brahmachari ashram. Within 3 months, he started chanting 16 rounds. He started following all the regulative principles, and he started distributing books. And he is the biggest fan of Srila Prabhupada books because these books can change your heart. These books can change your life. So these are not the ordinary books. At the moment, the Bhadra campaign is going on. Bhadra Purnima is coming. So if you think that you have Bhagavad Gita, if you think you have Srimad Bhagavatam, gift it to someone else. If you don't have Srimad Bhagavatam set, there are sets available outside. Please go and get it for yourself. Remember, these books are time bomb. Even if it is sitting on your shelf, still they will do magic. One day they will change your heart. So remember to have those books in your bookshelf. If you have it, please gift it to someone. The books are available outside. It can change your life. It can change someone else's life. And remember, you get the credit for that. I'll tell you how karma cycle works for the credit. Now, if the Prabhu who is sitting in front of me, what is your name, Prabhu? Anand. Anand. Okay. Anand. Bliss. Okay. Anand Prabhu, suppose he is having a garden. He is having a garden and he is having many rose flowers in his garden. Okay, some devotees are going there. Some devotees will pluck the flower and they will come and they'll offer it to Sri Sri Radha Gopinath. They'll offer at the lotus feet of Sri Sri Radha Gopinath. Did Prabhu came and offered the flower? No, it is just in his garden. But the benefit, who will get benefit? The person who came in the temple, the person who actually put the flower at the lotus feet of Sri Sri Radha Gopinath, the person whose garden is it? Because that person is looking after the flowers, that person's land, that land is that person's, he's looking after the garden, he's paying money for that garden, he's paying money for that flower. So the all credit goes to all these people who are doing these services. So similarly, when you are reading these books, it is not only changing your life, but if you gift it to someone, it is going to change their life as well. So remember to purchase the book, remember to gift. I think Aarti will start here now, so I will end here. Thank you very much for your attention. Hare Krishna.